Hello, MidwestCapade fans.
Welcome to another episode of MidwestCapades with Bobbie and Chris. I'm Chris.
I'm Bobbie.
Today we're going to be exploring a little more of our lovely hometown, Crosse, Wisconsin. We're going to start off at the Riverside Park International Friendship Gardens, and who knows where else we might go.
We hope you enjoyed part one of this little
tour of our hometown.
Yeah. And hopefully part two will be even better.
It's going to be even better. So thanks again for joining us. Make sure you click on that subscribe button, click on the notification button, let you know when we're dropping all of our new videos and shorts and live streams and all that good stuff.
Hit the thumbs up on this video.
Comment down below, and let's take you on our next MidwestCapade. All right, folks, we're going to start in front of the lovely waterfall here at the Riverside Park International Friendship Garden. This is a nice relaxing spot. It's right near the entrance, and this is an area that is dedicated to our sister city in Norway. Or is it Sweden? Norway, okay. It's one of those Scandinavian countries, because we got some trolls we're going to show you here in just a little bit. Let's take a walk. Over here, this is the entrance of the Crosse River into what will be the Mississippi River. Troll in the dungeon.
More trolls.
It's very peaceful. Very quiet. That's one of the nice parts about this park. It's actually very quiet, even though it's right by the river. And here's a description of the Norwegian garden, and it is actually for our sister city in Forty, Norway. It's known for its waterfalls. That's why we saw the two waterfalls so far.
A lot of really good family photo opportunities.
We actually had our engagement photos done in front of one of those waterfalls. It turned out very nice.
This is the Russian garden. From Dubna, Russia. And this is my favorite part right here. The gazebo. The mouth of La Crosse. One of them. Some people playing checkers over here. We're gonna go this way. There's these nice benches dedicated to different people within the garden.
The nice part about this garden is you can always find a little shade.
This is the German garden. This is the French garden for our sister city in France. As you can tell, oh, baby bunny. Here we go. Epinal, France. Been a sister city since 1986.
Fountain with the boy with a thorn in his foot.
Kind of on the edge of it. We're gonna go around into the front. Come into the front entrance of the garden.
Into the area for China.
It's kind of a cool entrance.
Love the dragons.
This is a cute little koi pond. Chinese garden. And as you can see, there's a nice little bridge. And there is koi in the pond.
Let's see if they're going to come out to play today. Might be too sunny.
Unless they took them out. Or they're hiding really well, but they were...
No, I think they're hiding really well.
There was a bunch of them in here the other day. Oh yeah, they're in there still. I can see them down and below.
Oh yeah, they're just getting some shade. It's a nice sunny day today.
Now this garden is up at the beginning of the park. And it actually runs next to our visitor center. So we already saw the German gardens. We're gonna head into this way. Hopefully there's nobody in here right now. Nice compass.
Now the heron you see here, they aren't actually part of the garden itself. They were a contest that was done around the year 2000 to kind of promote different areas in the city. All the herons were placed at different locations, and they were painted by local artists. And as we actually make our way towards the Mississippi River itself, you go from the Mississippi River to Ireland. Bantry, Ireland is our sister city, and since 2005.
This wheel did go around. I don't think they have any water in here coming down the fountain, but
I wish I could tell you how good it actually smells down here too. There's lots of great different types of smells
this is a nice
of all the fresh flowers.
Nice
plants.
little theater.
If you have allergies, you're actually not too bad off. Ooh, big
You
steps.
Whew. Face me. Okay, so we're not quite at the head point yet, but pretty darn close. So here in the Crosse, there's a little legend, Native American legend, where three rivers meet, there won't be any tornadoes. That was up until 2011 when we got a tornado that went right through the Crosse. But right here is a perfect spot to see the three rivers. We have the Crosse River coming right in here. This is the Black River right here. And right over there, on that other side of that island, is the Mississippi River. And this part is all new renovation.
It is the latest addition to the International Friendship Garden. over the flat and show you where our sister city in Cameroon is. I don't want to try and pronounce it and absolutely butcher it and have
Kumbo, Cameroon? Kumbo?
Kumbo.
These metal palm trees are awesome. This here is the visitor center, and it's got a lot about the river history here.
Across Queen, you can actually go out on a paddle boat tour, roughly 2 hours. They also have a dinner time cruise. Like, they serve pizza and you can go and just relax and see the sights.
It's one of the paddle wheels in this Crosse, and one of the very few paddle wheels that's still in operation, or was in operation when they shut down all the paddle boats. So they did shut down all the steam paddle boats for a while. We do get visits from the American Queen and a couple big 100-passenger steam paddle wheels. Tourists. And that's pretty awesome. So maybe when they come back, we'll get some of those. And this is something new too. You can rent bikes down here, which is kind of cool. Didn't know you could do that. But yeah, you can rent bikes down here and bike. Across the water there, you're gonna see Pettibone. It's an island. It's also a park. It was named after the lover of Aaron Pettibone. He, in the middle of it was a lagoon, and he always brought in lumber. So the lumber would come down the Mississippi and go into the lagoon. Also, our public beach is over there.
See it way off in the distance there.
Yep, we'll get closer to that too once we walk down here. And our beautiful bridges. The water's low again, very low. Usually it's up to the rocks. Now during the 4th of July, they let off fireworks at Pettibone, and they shoot them up over the river. And they close the river off from the bridges all the way down to the Mississippi. And they shoot fireworks off across the way. I love the renovations they did to this.
So do I. Not only they give a good amount of shade, but I love the natural wood underneath. Give a real nice sound to everything inside. Here we are taking a closer look at our band shell. Looks like we got a group getting ready to set up for the night, so we can't stay too long. But hopefully it gives you an idea of what it looks like and what it sounds like.
Well, they do all kinds of things in here. Weddings, Sunday church services. All the stuff they do here is just amazing.
It's real wood.
Water!
Actual working fountain. Tastes like river.
Ugh. Not very good. Some of the fun stuff down here. Oh, there's the Moon Tunes schedule. Like I said, check it out. You see Tug on there. Tug, I went to high school with them guys. The Remainders. Looks like fun though. Little fun look at the levee. This is where the big boats dock. Can you imagine these big paddle wheels?
Taking up half the levee, yeah. Our final stop here at Riverside Park today is the lovely fountains. The wishing fountains. I don't see any coins, so nobody must be wanting to make a wish. But this has been here for a long time. It's also something that people like to take pictures in front of. It's one of the landmarks here at the park. And around the ground,
It's the Seven Rivers.
it's the Seven Rivers region. We have Mississippi, the Trempealeau River. Can't go too far, otherwise you won't hear me.
Whoa!
The Black River, the Root River, Kickapoo River, our lovely Crosse River, and number 7 is the Bad Axe River.
These are the 7 rivers of the 7 Rivers region.
We're not going to go any more south on the into Riverside Park. They're doing some remodeling at the Crosse Center, so that part is really kind of shut off. But
The entrance looks amazing.
yes,
One of the nice things about down here too is that you can see everybody's lounging around, but on the other side of the La Crosse Center remodel, they have the logistics building, and those people can come down and walk along here. There's a path that goes all the way to that on the other side. But you can also stay near the river, and that is, we got the Radisson Hotel.
a little down farther, we've got a courtyard by Marriott.
Yep. This here is Front Street, and that's the, what is it, the Sisters? 7 Sisters? 4 Sisters restaurant. They have very good wine, very good tapas. And then we also have another hotel. This one is beautiful, more on the high end, and they just recently turned it back into a hotel. This is the Charmant Hotel.
And
Restaurant. Very good food. Very, 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 very good food. This used to be, I believe, a candy store too.
Yes, it was.
Candy store. And they turned it into a hotel, which is what it was originally. They actually have a bar on the roof, and you can see the water tank up there. That was the historic landmark for this hotel. And I've heard very good things about the bar on the roof. I've never been up there, but I have eaten here, and it is fantastic food.
We'll have to go explore that sometime.
Yes. We also have down the road a little ways the Freight House.
That has been in business for a very long time.
We
Very good food.
We can actually walk up that way.
Yes, we can.
This little park has a name for itself. This little plot of grass right here. You could smell the Charmant. Whew.
Yeah.
It smells fantastic. Little history of La Crosse. Here we're coming around and you can see the lovely Freight House. Now for all you Pokemon Go players, this park is a very good hotspot. Even downtown La Crosse itself.
Once you go down here, you can just sit at Riverside Park and farm all day.
Now this is the Freight House. I have never eaten here.
I have twice. The food here is fantastic.
Now it is on the high end. So if you like a ritzier place to eat, this used to be the train depot. As you can tell by the locomotive on the end of the restaurant. The building off to the left here was the old CenturyLink building. Yes, they had a nice view. Nice view.
Hard to get any work done, though, that's for sure.
I'd be staring. Now it is office spaces for many different businesses down here. Better look.
Rail cars.
And one thing about on the other side of the Freight House, there is the distillery. Something new here in the Crosse. They actually distill down there. They were distilling hand sanitizer during COVID.
Otherwise, it's whiskey.
Whiskey. And then this building right here was the brown building that you see, was recently renovated into loft apartments. I want to get in and see them. I think they would be very amazing. But this whole building, they even have their own parking garage, which sounds really nice. Now, like we said, everything down here has a walking path. So there's walking and trails everywhere. You can cut through the parking lot and go right down to Riverside Park.
I think we will take advantage of that.
There is also a hotel down here. It's kind of tucked back further down that road.
Great river views.
No. Yeah, well, it does have great river views. But it's a Candlewood, I believe it's a suite. No, Grand Stay. Grand Stay. Right there. You can see it. It's a Grand Stay hotel. Perfect access for anybody that wants to be at Riverfest or at Oktoberfest. Because if you actually just keep walking to the end of the road, you're going to be at the Southside Fest grounds. And the fest grounds for Oktoberfest are right there, so what better way than to just stumble back to your hotel room?
There actually is a walking trail back behind the Oktoberfest grounds that will lead you out towards more towards the north side and the marsh.
There is apartments down here too. They got great, some of them have great views, and you are going to pay for those great views.
Oh yes. Even the ones without the great views are still on the higher end for our town.
Because you get to see the Christmas lights, you get to see the fireworks, you get to hear the concerts for free. Just sit on your patio. Somebody's having fun.
Yep.
See, I told you, there's all pathways. Wherever you can see. Pathway from that way, pathway from that way. Pathway goes right down to Riverside Park. So no matter where you go, you can always walk.
All right, folks, we're going to take a little bit of a break and take a look at one of the last family-owned root beer stands in
The state of Wisconsin,
yeah.